Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So last time we did a lot after finishing Snowhead Temple. We got the powder kegs, we got the captain's hat, the Garo's mask, Epona's song, a lot of stuff. Today I do want to start off with the sword upgrade that we can go on ahead and get at the mountain smithy. So if we go on ahead and talk to this guy. Whoa, customer. Gavora, fetch our customer some coffee real quick. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Alright, to reforge your sword, it will cost you 100 rupees. It'll be ready at sunrise. You have to let us hold on to your sword until then. Keep in mind that after you use your reforged sword 100 times, it will lose its edge and it'll be back to its original sharpness. So would you like your sword reforged for 100 rupees? Yes. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. So, you might be wondering, why would we upgrade the sword if it's only going to get 100 hits out of it? And that is because you can upgrade it again to a stronger permanent upgrade, but that takes another day. And actually, I don't know why I'm thinking that this skips to midnight and not morning. So we have no sword until 6 a.m. now. You can give them your sword at 5:59, however, and it will be ready the next day. So if you super optimize your time, you can in fact do that if you wish. We are going to do a few things in the meantime. We have some time to kill until 2:30 a.m., which is when our appointment with Romani is at. Or is it 2? Might be 2. We'll be done by 2. So what I'm going to do is go on ahead and knock out the Goron racetrack, hopefully. If you've played this game, you know how finicky this quest can be. However, once you open it, I believe you can do this at any point, so as long as we have this done by the end of day 2, we're fine. So we're going to enter the race because this is going to get us the item we need to upgrade the sword to its final stage. So there's a lot of rubber banding in this. The Gorons in this race can just suddenly get way faster. They can knock you out of the way. There's a decent bit of luck involved with this. No. So just best of luck. Make sure you're replenishing your magic. And have fun. I actually do like this minigame still, despite all of its BS. It is one of the most luck-based things in the game sometimes, but it's honestly still a pretty fun minigame, so I enjoy it. Just make sure you're avoiding certain spots that can kill your momentum. Be really careful going through this forest here. Okay, we didn't lose momentum. As long as you don't, like, exit the spike form, it should be fine. Also, oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the bad part. I'm gonna not build it up here because of this, probably. Nope, we're gonna enter it. Okay. We still have a good shot. I wouldn't count us out yet. You do want to be really careful with this corner. You just don't want to be bumping when you're on slopes. That's the main thing. But yeah, sometimes you can get trolled even at the very, very end, but oh my god. Yeah, I've had times where I get this in like slightly under a minute. I've had other times where I do it in like a minute 15, it feels like. So it can just be really finicky, but your reward will be a bottle of gold dust. This is going to be your second bottle. Believe it or not, we're still going to get 4 bottles before going to Great Bay. And now we have some time to kill before we meet with Romani, and there's not really anything too much we could do. We could go get the Zora mask, probably, I guess, but I don't really want to do that. So I think I'm just gonna head over to Romani Ranch and meet you guys at about 2:30, so I'll just sit around for a few minutes, I guess. Okay, so you might be wondering why I'm here. I actually did think of something we could do in the meantime, and that is get a red potion from Kome and Kotake's potion shop. Why would we need this, you might ask? And that is for none other than the stone mask, which we could probably just do this on night 2 when we go to the graveyard again, but why not, right? Like, might as well. Because I think what I'm gonna do is on day 2, I might go on ahead and start just doing Great Bay stuff, because why not at that point? There's not a lot we can do in Clocktown until after Great Bay. Or not the dungeon, but just doing some stuff there. And the graveyard's all we can really do in Icona. And we're done with the... That's not what I want. Oh, whoops. Guess the last note that I had to play was left up, so... There we go. Bonus song. But... So I'll probably start Great Bay on day 2, I think. One thing I also want to mention before we get to the alien quest is the Song of Inverted time, I don't know why I said it like that, is a bit of a mixed bag for it. If you struggle with it, like the speed of the event, I would recommend turning it on because it will make the aliens move slower, but it also means you're going to have to be doing it for 3 times as long, so I highly recommend going out of the inverted or the slowed down time if you can. I don't know why I came over here. I actually want to go this way, because the guy we're after is over here. But yeah, just a little note before we get there. But yeah, this guy's just sitting in this rock ring. He's invisible. Huh, don't tell me. I'm shocked. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me. I've been here for many years, waving my arms around and asking for help, but everyone ignores me and passes me by. It's because I'm about as impressive as a stone, right? I'm used to it, though. I have a request. Can you give me some medicine that would make even an unnoticeable stone like me feel better? Yes, we can. So we'll go on ahead and give him that. Ah, is that it? I feel better, I think. Thanks. Oh, here. In gratitude, the stone mask. So this will actually make you invisible to a lot of enemies, which we're going to be putting to use in a few videos. Now let me practice standing out. Shira, the stone soldier, was added to your notebook, and I do believe that is everything for him. One thing I want to point out is he is going to be in a completely different location in the 3DS version. I will bring that up once we get to where that location is. But yeah, the stone mask is just in a completely different spot in the 3DS version, which threw me for a loop the very first time I played the N64 version. Since I first played this game on the 3DS, at least all the way through. I think I mentioned that in an earlier video, how like me and my friend kept coming to Milk Road and we didn't even find the Southern Swamp because we were a bunch of dummies. But yeah, it's pretty close to 2 a.m. Not much longer until then. But yeah, honestly, this cycle's going better than I thought it was going to. I expected some of the time limits to be a bit stricter, but really after the first day, it's not as hard to balance everything. We're gonna have something to do on night 2 in Romani Ranch, and we're also going to have the graveyard stuff still, but I think it'll be manageable. But I'll let the next minute pass. I won't waste your time, so I'll be back. Okay, so at 2 a.m., Romani will come out of the door and start making her way to the barn over here. So we're going to actually follow her to have a nice chat. Let's see what she says. I think we gotta wait till 2:30 to really talk to her. So we'll just let that hit first. And they came. So yes, at 2:30 sharp, you will have your visitors. So you'll be sent outside. It helps to have the full arrow upgrades for this. You can see them on the map. They will be coming from all directions. You can shoot them from just about any distance. If you want to ride on Epona for this, you can, but I actually find it a lot easier not to. And this dog here will help you out by barking where they are coming from. This is the sneakiest one. Always be ready to get the one that is trying to sneak in from behind the barn. If you forget about it, it can easily end your run here, and you will have to wait until your next 3-day cycle to do this again, so do be careful. So, just a few notes of advice. I brought up the Song of Time stuff earlier, and other than that, it's just as simple as shooting the aliens over and over. If any one of them reaches this barn, it is null and void, so yeah, should probably go kill the one back here again before he gets any closer. I believe you have to do this until 5 a.m. It might be 5:30, so it's around 2-3 minutes of shooting these aliens, but it's not too bad. I find this quest so interesting, though. Just the fact that it exists is already very odd. Aliens never show up again in the Zelda series. This is the only time they've ever appeared. And basically, I mean, I guess they aren't called aliens. They really only call these things them. By the way, big arrow refill in the crate there. Make sure you pick that up if you need it. But yeah, it's stuff like this why I love Majora's Mask so much. You just get these weird side quests that just don't show up in other Zelda games, like aliens are stealing cows and you have to play a tower defense for a few minutes. It's so weird, but I love it. And there we go. There is our alien invasion complete. And this time Romani is not going to go insane because she like gets abducted if you don't do this, or if any of them reach the barn and then she like gets her memory wiped. We did it. We won. Thank you. Thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks too. Here's Romani's thanks when you drink it. Put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here at the ranch. And there is bottle number 3. Very good to have these already, so not bad, honestly. See you later, little hero. You helped the ranch girl and saved the cows. This was added to your notebook. So, one thing you want to do before you leave here is wait until 6 o'clock, because you want to talk to Cremia. She will have something for you to do on night number 2. I think it opens at 6. Yeah. So, we have a couple things that we'll be doing on night 2. This is the main one to think about. Have we been outside at all for any of these day transitions to see the screen shrink like this? I'm not even sure. I don't know if I've pointed out, but I absolutely love this effect, by the way. I think it's amazing. One of those little details that I just absolutely love in this game. But there we go. Now that it's day 2, we can actually talk to Cremia. Oh my, hello. Romani's going to take our milk to Clocktown too. You're looking after the place. The cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going to buy a wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving at about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. And yeah, we would very much like to do that. Very important to do. So, let's play the inverted Song of Time once again. So yeah, we'll do that at 6 o'clock. Very important quest. It'll get us another mask, so make sure you mark that in your bomber's notebook and you remember it. But with this, our sword's ready, so we might as well go pick it up. So you do want to remember, only 100 hits with this sword. As cool as it looks and as awesome as it is, it'll break after 100 hits. Don't use it too much. Normally, I'd recommend not using it at all, but since I'm doing the graveyard quest in this cycle as well, I'm going to be using it for that. But what item do I want to have equipped? We'll just throw the Lens of Truth on here. I don't want the bottle out. Yeah, we'll go ahead and talk to these guys again. I kept you waiting, but it's done. See? There you go. Your Kokiri sword has been strengthened and forged into a razor sword. This new, sharper blade is a cut above the rest. Use it up to 100 times without dulling its superior edge. Now keep in mind that after you used it 100 times, the blade will lose its edge and will return to its original sharpness. Now here's a secret. If you bring me gold dust before this sword loses its edge, I'll be able to make it the strongest sword around. You got that gold dust. So yeah, like I said, we're not going to hand that in yet. I would like to have a sword for this day, but that's really all of the stuff that I wanted to get done in this video, and I'm next to an owl statue anyways. So I think I'm actually going to make this part a little bit shorter and end it here. I'll see you guys next time, where we'll just kind of continue this cycle and see what we get done. I think I'm going to go to Great Bay, so I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.